What up, guys? It's 392 Gaming, and this video I'm going to be giving a product review on the Microsoft Xbox Elite controller 2nd gen. This controller right here. I bought this controller about a month ago. I bought it from Walmart, and it was like, well, let me first off by saying these are all my other controllers, and every single one of them, like these are been my controllers probably for the last, like, I don't know, 5 years, and every single one of them has developed a different problem. I know they get a lot of use. I know they get a lot of abuse and all this and that over the years. So I can't expect them to last forever, I guess. But to me, I remember just back in the Xbox 360 days, I don't remember ever really replacing my controllers too much. Like, I can't really remember having that problem. And I've had it numerous times since Xbox One, the controllers that they've been putting out. Like, each one of these has a different function that's not working. Like this one, the D3 thing's not working. This one, actually, this is a cheap one, but this one's actually working all right. But these two, I think the A button on this one, or one of the two, whatever, but they all had something that I'm like, I gotta go get a new controller. Like, they'll still connect, they'll still do the job, but if you're doing like gaming, like Call of Duty and stuff like that, you can't be having that. You can't be having your D3 not working or your A button not working. I mean, come on, we can't be having that, guys. So this was my last one I had. D3 went out. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go try the Xbox Elite controller too, which probably if I'm already having issues with Microsoft's controllers and the quality of their product, I probably shouldn't have went and bought this one, because it's a Microsoft product. Just it's like $100 or $190 for this controller. Probably should have just went and bought the cheaper one, and that's what I'm going to get to the video. But I mean, it's all right, but there is still some issues. So the first one I actually bought of this controller, I bought from Walmart. The A button, the first controller I got, would every third press, it wouldn't respond. So it was very touchy on how it responded. And I'm like, dude, can't be doing that, can't be having that on the, playing games like Call of Duty and all that. So I took that one back after like 2 days, and Walmart just didn't even ask any questions, just took it back and put a gift card amount, and I just went and bought another one. So this is the second one I had. I have not had that issue with the button. That was fake, or this one has not had any button sensitivity or button pressing issues. And it's been all right, but there's some things that I still don't like about this controller, and I'm gonna go over that. And I normally wouldn't make a video about this, but I feel like for almost $200 controller, things should be working pretty, things that I'm about to talk about, shouldn't be happening. Well, there's really only one issue that I'm having with this controller still, and that's when I hold down when I'm doing sniping on COD or something, and I'm holding down the D3 pad or the D3 joystick, right here, I'm pushing down. It especially right here on this one, it grinds on something, dude. And I mean, it's not the biggest issue, but sorry, it's not the biggest issue, but it's still I'm kind of not exactly happy about that. It's not something I would really want. And this one does it too a little bit, but it's not as bad as this one. I mean, like I said, it's not the biggest deal. It's not a deal breaker. I can still, do what I gotta do, and it's not really messing up anything. But it just feels weird when it there's something it's grinding against, right here when I push down on it. And none of these controllers did that. None of these controllers felt like that. So I don't know why you know, I've changed, and I also changed the little pads on here, and it does them with every single pad I put on. But yeah, so that's the main quality control issue I had, besides the first one I got, the button not working. But I'm gonna also talk about too, like, so okay, so they got the paddles, and it seems like a cool idea, right? And if you're running and gunning, you like using submachine guns, shotguns, stuff like that, it should work. But it should actually help you a lot. But I like to do a lot of sniping, and I noticed that when I have these paddles on the controller, when I have them back on here, on, you know, I like the grip that I have on the controller, like when I'm holding it like this, and I'm trying to get a really, you know, when I'm sniping, I'm trying to get a really good shot, or really you know, focus on an enemy. It just was messing stuff up, dude. Like I need a really firm grip on this controller, and you can't have a firm grip, or you're gonna hit the paddles, and whatever your paddles are gonna do, they're gonna do. Whatever you got them programmed, and it's gonna mess everything up. I tried for like 2-3 days to get used to it. I just could not, so I took off the paddles. Maybe I just have to give myself a lot of time to get used to it. But I'm be honest, like it. The only thing I could see the paddles really being useful for is possibly drop shotting or sliding. Like, it would give you, I guess, a little bit of an advantage, but I'll be like, I'm just gonna say, I don't think it's really worth it. There's other stuff you can get if you really want to, you know, they got the, you know, they got like modded controllers, and there's other kind of brands of controllers too that I heard that are pretty good. You know, if you really want to get into that, I mean, it's kind of a controversial thing, you know, whether those things should be used in gaming. But I'm just gonna say, like, that's the only real advantage that I see for a first-person shooter of having a controller like this is, and what if you're gonna use the paddles. But like I said, if you're into sniping, they're just gonna mess you up, honestly. I feel like you're not gonna get as good as a shot as you can, because you can't get a good. You really need to, like, when you're sniping, I feel like I really need to hold. You know, I really need to have a firm grip on the controller so I can really get a good, accurate, you know, get a good, accurate shot. And when the paddles were on the controller, you know, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the shot. I was missing a ton of shots and not doing as good as I normally do when I'm sniping. So, yeah, those are the things. The trigger adjusters. So the trigger adjusters too, I thought that would be really useful for firing semi-automatics. But honestly, guys, like, okay, if you put the trigger, so I do have my fire trigger on the top setting. So like, it doesn't go down that far, right? And like, so you'd think you would be able to pull the trigger faster, right? But for some reason, this, like, the reflex of it, like, I don't know, maybe I just need to get used to it more. But when I'm firing like semi-automatic weapons, I feel like it's almost better to have it on, like, just where it can go all the way down like that, where it can function, because you don't need to pull it all the way down, and it kind of has more of a release spring to it, so you can kind of fire it faster, I feel. Because when I go like this and I have it, because I normally fire with bolt action snipers, that's a lot how I play the game, so it really doesn't matter to me that much. And it does feel pretty good when I have it up here like I do now when I'm firing bolt action snipers. But if I'm doing some semi-automatic, I'm probably actually going to put it back on the regular setting, just like a normal controller would have, because like I said, like that something about that that when you have it on the top setting where it doesn't go down as far, something about that, like, it just I feel like I can't fire the gun or as fast as I could if I have it on the normal you know, adjustment for the triggers. So, you know, I kind of think that kind of feature is kind of worthless. I really thought I would be utilizing that, but I just think it's kind of dumb. Yeah, they give you some pads to change and, you know, do all that. But I honestly, look, guys, I would say, like, if this is something like if you game a lot and you know, you got the money for it or whatever, it's cool. Like, it's not bad. I'm not gonna, you know, take it back or nothing. But if you're like oh, should I get the new Xbox Elite or should I get a regular controller? I honestly, I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't even spend, I wouldn't spend the money to get a regular controller. In fact, if I could go back and after I had played with this for a while, I probably would just get another regular plain Jane controller again, honestly, because I feel like I'm really not utilizing any of the features it has for it. So the battery life is good. It does last for quite a while, it seems like. Yeah, you know, they got the little adjustable grip things. I don't know. I kind of experimented with them and put on different ones, but I don't really, like, I'm not noticing a whole difference. The grips, so these grips, they're pretty nice, actually. I do like these grips on the controller. They really, you know, I like them a lot better than having them, and I do like the feel of it. I mean, it feels on your hand like it's a little bit heavier. I don't know, maybe they're about the same weight. It might be a tad bit heavier. It's a little bit heavier. It does feel pretty good in your hands, especially those grips. So I'll give that, but honestly, I was kind of a little bit disappointed, I feel. But either way, I'm using it. I'm rocking with it. I mean, I'm not like super upset about it, but I do feel like Microsoft's quality control has gone down over the years. So yeah, I think that's everything I pretty much wanted to cover. That's my little video, my little review. Maybe different games or certain types of games, or maybe other people are utilizing it a lot better than I am. I don't know, but just for me, as far as the experience I had with it, I would say it's actually really probably not even worth spending your money on. Like, I would just get a regular controller, you know. But yeah, anyway, that was my 2 cents on this. So thank you. Please subscribe if you can, or like the video. Thank you.